I do want to talk about another Eastern Conference team that is struggling a bit right now, the New York Knicks. The Knicks gave up 115 points in last night's loss to Orlando.
Is that bad?
This was a Magic team that came in averaging 99 points, so yeah, it's not what you want. Head coach Jeff Hornacek feeling, well, a bit lost afterward. He said his players were trying, but that maybe, quote, they're just not capable of playing defense. Then he said, we have to find somebody who can play some defense. I don't know if he's going down to the bodega. Great. I mean, look, the Knicks have lost.
Get Miro in there. Can Miro play defense?
The Knicks have lost 5 straight. Melo's shooting 36% during that streak. I mean, who here is to blame for the Knicks' struggles? What do you think, Steve?
They told me to stay away. It's Phil's fault.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Say it. Let
it's
him
Phil's
know.
fault.
Get
it's
off the
Phil's
chest.
fault. Listen, Hornacek is coaching what he has. I don't know how Phil thought adding Brandon Jennings, Courtney Lee was going to make them a winning team. I don't understand what he thought or how that was going to help them in the East, especially when you're looking at the Cavs and everybody trying to build their teams to compete with the Cavs. He was not thinking that. I think he was trying to build a college team and bring the Knicks to the college level because he did not make that team better, and they're not going to win with that team.
To be fair,
I blame Phil.
to be fair, he put defensive mastermind Kurt Rambis in charge of the defense, and I'm shocked. I'm the one I'm shocked.
I'm sensing
things
some
haven't changed yet.
sarcasm here, I mean.
Yeah, I'm with Zach. It's Phil Jackson's fault. I can't blame Jeff Hornacek for not being able to make chicken salad out of whatever they put together. I can't even blame. I know a lot of people want to blame Carmelo, but this isn't a Carmelo thing. Even though I love this play right here.
Even though he's 35 for 100.
Why'd you bring that up, man?
It's true.
We have some video, right, of Melo recently.
This is awesome. I love this. This is when you just give up on the play before you even know what's going to happen. But
Jeff's like, yeah, I'm going back to the bench.
Yeah. Even so, it's
Come
not
on.
these guys' fault the
done.
defense isn't good. The defense isn't good because they don't have defensive personnel. Because their main defensive signing of the offseason was a dude with one leg, Joakim Noah. And that's, again, what we talked about, Rachel. There are deals that down the line are like, oh, yeah, that didn't work out. And there are deals that on the day it happened, we're like, that's not going to work out. Phil said he knew Joakim Noah was healthy because he made him do a pull-up. You kidding me, man?
You can't challenge their effort, though. Effort has to be there every night.
And
sure.
Right. That is something the coaching staff can maybe take a deeper hand
But
in.
they can try as hard as they want.
You're
They're not
talking
going to
about the bottom half of the Eastern Conference here. That's 4 through 8 spots. They are going to be up for grabs for the next few months. So if anybody can get their act together, whether it's the Bulls or the Knicks, they could make a push and turn things around.
Or Indiana or Washington.
We will just have to see if they do. Let's go west for a minute and talk Warriors. This Draymond Green impressive rebound and putback with 28 seconds left. That helped Golden State pull away from a stubborn Nuggets team last night. Also gave Green his second triple-double of the season. 15 points, 10 boards, 13 assists. Not bad. Not a hard thing to do, apparently, though, according to Draymond himself.
No, I don't care at all. It's not really a focus of mine. Trust me, if I cared, I'd have a lot more than what I have. 1 this year, 2. I'd have a lot more than that if I cared.
You care. Getting a triple-double ain't that easy. So say that to somebody else. Listen, getting a triple-double is hard in the NBA. You can't just say, I'm going to go get them every night. You're not Russ. You're a great player, Draymond. You can get triple-doubles. But just to say that you can go get one every night when you feel like it, I'm not buying it.
Considering that last year he had a couple of games that we know about.
He didn't have KD either.
Well, I'm just saying, there were a couple of games last year where one game where the game was in hand against Phoenix, where he got mad because he got pulled out the game because he won that triple-double. Another game they almost lost to the worst team in the league in Philly because he was trying to play he's playing like 2K.
So should we give him credit for the fact that he has made a big deal about this season? His only personal goal was going to be also a team goal. If he can win Defensive Player of the Year and have that be his personal goal instead of the triple-doubles, then that will also help the team.
How about winning a championship as a personal goal?
That's it.
All right? What happened to that?
That matters.
I assume that is included in the bundle. We have to take a quick break, but we have a lot more of the jump on the way. We will talk about what's going on with the Cavs infirmary, food poisoning, the sniffles. We will also be joined by media mogul Maverick Carter. He and LeBron James are giving away money, people. So stay tuned.
Let me get some.
Yeah, let me hold a mill.
We are joined now by the show's executive producer, Maverick Carter. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's good. You brought this beautiful basketball. I think
Absolutely.
this is exciting. We're going to add this
Doesn't
to the
glow,
question. It does not glow. You want it to glow? Here.
Let's see,
It's
maybe.
still pretty cool though.
I need $500.
Is that going to give you $500,000?
It's a basketball show, so I figured I'd bring a basketball.
There you go.
Nice.
Smart
Nice.
like that. This is, of course, part of the entertainment empire that you have with LeBron James. And we're going to get to the rest of your whole media moguling in a little bit. But tell me about the game show, because the promos do talk about money that could change your life. And that struck a chord with me because it seems very in tune with the athlete experience, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think, as Jack said, ball changed his life. Ball changed LeBron's life. And the show happens to have balls. You get the questions right. The ball's green, as you can see it coming down the wall. You get the question wrong. The ball is red. But most importantly, the show is there to change regular people's lives. People from regular communities, the same communities that I come from, LeBron comes from, Jack comes from. People from regular communities who have real stories, the same way we do. The show is meant to change their lives in a good way. And we've done that. I mean, our first episode, which was on 12/19, the family won $1.3 million. That
We were talking about that clip, right?
LeBron and I happened to deliver ourselves to the
A large bag.
A large bag.
I need a large bag. I need a large
I think we
bag.
have a clip of that. I mean, it's pretty amazing to see this happen. When you guys were sitting around, what was the conversation that said we want to, because this is obviously personal for y'all. Like, we want to change these people's lives in this way. It's not like a typical game show.
No, the show was the show's creator, Andrew Glassman, brought us the show, and we developed it with him. But the idea from the very beginning was when we cast the show to go out and find people to be on the show, to find real people with real stories from real communities who have something that they actually want to do with the money. Each couple, there's some sisters that come on the show, they actually have things that they want to do with the money, and that was very important to us because that's how we live and work, and that's what we work for every day also.
That's so awesome. I love that. You guys also, of course, have the digital channel, Uninterrupted, and that gives us athletes' perspectives on things. I mean, what's the biggest challenge when running that site?
The biggest challenge is finding the right stories to tell with the athletes and finding athletes who want to tell their story their way. And we've been lucky, as you know, we've done a great piece called Rebuilt with Chris Bosh, where he actually directed a series on his struggle to come back and get back into the NBA that you guys have obviously discussed many times on the show, and his battle with the Heat to get back on the floor. He directed that, and that was in real time. We're doing a series right now called Flashback with Dwayne Wade about going back to Chicago, and obviously you guys talked about the Bulls and what they're going through on the court, but Flashback is all about his life in Chicago off the court. We're
Robbins, Illinois.
Exactly. The next episode will be about him going to watch his son now at Mount Carmel High School play, which is going to be amazing. I was just looking at it this morning.
That's very cool. I mean, we've talked about this for months in the past, about the idea that this is a great compliment, right, to the media that we do, the regular.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when you talk about, I mean, these are stories that we would not know otherwise, right? Sometimes it's because an athlete isn't comfortable opening up in a scrum talking about these things. Sometimes it's because they don't have enough time, right? In sound bites, this gives us a nice kind of little chunk of time for guys to talk about. By the way, I got to say this. One of my favorite shows is Survivor's Remorse, man.
Thank you.
I love
appreciate
that show,
that.
man. I love that show. I won't lie. When I first heard you guys were doing a show about that, I was like, it's going to be corny. They're going to whitewash a lot of stuff. Look, I'm being real. I'm being real with you. I thought
I wasn't going to cuss.
I thought it was.
It's cable
Bro,
TV.
You guys did a great job of capturing so much of the basketball experience that a lot of fans don't know about. The stuff with trying to pick the sneaker deal, the stuff where you're talking about, some of the PR flood that he had when he said something out loud and trying to clean it up. All that stuff was so accurate. I really love that show, man. And you know it. I'm not here just blowing smoke.
Right, well, clearly from the way you started that sentence.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And the purpose of that show, and I'm glad you said the word corny, because that's a word, as Jack, that gets under my skin. Like if someone says something I did was corny, then we did the wrong thing. And the idea behind that show was to tell authentic stories that come from that world. Some of the stories come from my life. Some of the stories come from LeBron's life. Stories Jack can relate to, other athletes can relate to. And we wanted to tell real stories that real people can relate to. And it's really a family show. Yeah. Basketball happens to be the backdrop. But as Jack knows, when you play basketball, family is really what it's about. Basketball just happens to be the engine and the fuel that allows the family to live and do all the things that they do. And that's everything we do at Spring Hill. We want it authentic. We want people like yourself to watch it and go, Jack to watch him, Rachel go, that's real. That's something I can really relate to.
First of all, that's quite an endorsement.
Thank you. It's a huge endorsement, especially coming from a gentleman who is part of our inspiration of everything that we do.
Yeah. What did you learn in the aftermath? Because Phil made the comments, we've talked about them to death, but what did you learn in the aftermath of all that?
Well, it's funny. I was listening to you guys in the earlier segment. I was wondering, is the Phil thing going to come up? Because Stack had already covered, thought we'd already covered Phil on this show and Phil's job. But, I think when you listen to what Jay-Z said, the key thing he said is two things that I take from it mostly. We know where we come from and opportunity. And I think that what LeBron has done to give us the opportunity to empower ourselves and work with him should be applauded. And I think that my reasoning for saying that was to say, not that Phil is racist, because by no means do I believe Phil is racist. I've never even met Phil, but throughout his career and what he's done, there's no way I would say he's racist. But I was saying to him, you can't take what LeBron has done to give us the opportunity and marginalize it and put it off to the side as though it doesn't matter. And that's what the posse comment meant. We all give words power, and I gave the word that power. That to me, he was trying to marginalize what we've done. Not only me, but people that are coming up behind us. Because I see all the time now athletes who are trying to empower and give opportunity to their friends in their community. And I think we all should be applauding this.
Absolutely, and it is another way LeBron has been a role model. It's not just on the court, what he has done off the court, what you guys have managed to do. And as Jay-Z said, because it has been so crazy successful, it opens people's eyes to, hey, this is interesting. This is possible. Now let's get to work.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, as again, Jay-Z says, we know where we come from. And in that community and where we come from, opportunity is not, it's not overflowing with opportunity. Right. Where I come from, where we come, it's just not overflowing with opportunity. So when a person like LeBron gives opportunity to people from his community and where he's from, that should be applauded. And as I see more and more athletes doing that, I'm here to applaud and help with that in any way I can.
Y'all laid the foundation, so we salute y'all.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
The empire is definitely growing. I know this is just one little part of it.
I wouldn't call it an empire yet, but we're working.
Oh, I don't know about that. All right, Maverick, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. The Wall is going to premiere tonight on NBC, and we will be back with you after this break. Our first 2017 NBA Wednesday is here. Bulls, Cavs, and then Blazers, Warriors. Let's go straight to make or miss and Mrs. Loyalty. After Russell Westbrook was blocked by the Greek Freak last night, this young Bucks fan switched jerseys. What do you think, Steven?
That's the kid with the egg profile pic on Instagram that's trolling everybody.
This is sweet, though, right?
That's him. That's the troll right
block.
there. That kid. He's not loyal.
This one, the one that was crying about Porzingis getting drafted. All of y'all, man, get your suckers out of here, man.
I hate these kids, man. Thank Maverick Carter for joining us. Thanks to Amin and Steven. And Kevin Love apparently lost 10 pounds in 2 days from throwing up. So, hey, New Year's resolutions, people.
That kid don't